Luke, we're working out that of the first team, since debuts, you are now the longest serving player, which seems a bit strange, but I suppose it's a reflection on A, your performances, and B, your longevity.
Yeah, no, that does feel very strange. I don't feel like I've been here for that long. It feels like it's gone really quick. But of course, I'm very, very honoured and pleased to be at the top. To be the longest serving player here at the moment. And hopefully many more years and many successful years as well to come.
We worked out the club's won 4 trophies in that period of time. Is that enough? Did you think you'd win more than that in that time? And where do you think Manchester United is at the moment?
No, of course it's not enough. I know that, we know that, the whole club knows that, I think, and to be successful we need to be challenging for every trophy and winning competitions. We felt like we could have added another 2 competitions last season, and I think we should have, but I think now's especially the start of this pre-season, we spoke about it a lot. I think this is a big season for us. We've already signed some very good players, and hopefully there's more additions to come to strengthen the squad, and of course we have to believe that we can win as many trophies as possible this season.
You say about the signings, obviously Mason Mount in particular from England. What will he add? And also, it feels as though Manchester United have been in this position a few times under various different managers. They get to a level and then don't kick on. You have to kick on this time, don't you?
Yeah, of course. I think, like I said, he'll add strength. I think, after working with the manager for last season, I think Mason is exactly the kind of player that he wants and needs around this place. Not just he brings presence on the pitch, but off the pitch around the place. He's a really good character and good for the team in that aspect. And yeah, of course, I think, like I said, hopefully there's a couple more to come. But I think this pre-season, especially training, everyone's looking really good and ready to go.
After a year of Ten Hag, what's year 2 going to be like, do you think?
I think more successful. I think, of course, I think last season we did some really good things, but we know what we needed to improve on, especially the away form. And I think it's something we'll definitely need to do better this season. And I think if we get that form right, then I'm sure we can be at the top of the table challenging.
Luke, a year under the manager, what have you felt has changed? We've seen a difference in culture, but can you see the escalation of the training, the intensity?
Yeah, definitely. I think the culture, of course, has changed. I think the attitude, the way we train, the intensity, the attitude, the application that everyone brings in day out, and the manager demands that, every single day. Even when you're at home, he wants you to be at your best, to be honest. He wants you to be doing the right things, living the right way, because, football is our life. It's, what we do day in, day out, and we need to do everything we can to benefit to get that maximum level, and, that's what he demands.
You speak about signings being here already. As a player, does it make a difference to the squad when you can integrate with those new guys quicker over a pre-season?
Yeah, 100%. I think that's what's really good from our point of view, is the fact that we've managed to make a couple signings before the tour had even started. I think last season there was a couple players that didn't even come on the tour, and or maybe most of them really that they come after the tour. So it was a lot different, and I think it's better for them as well. So it's a bit more team bonding. They can get to know the lads a bit more, because we're always together. So it's been really good, nice for the lads, really good guys, and amazing players that I'm sure that are going to push us in the right direction.
You were very used to playing in front of David De Gea. Onana is obviously quite a different keeper. How has it been adjusting to him, and what is actually different about what you need to do?
Yeah, of course, I think they're very different keepers. I think first and foremost, David for us last season and for the seasons he's been here, he was amazing. I think a massive legend to this club. Won the Golden Glove last season, so we're obviously sad to see him go, but we wish him the best and hope it goes well from here on there. But I think with the new addition we have, I think he'll bring different qualities to what David had, and I think especially you'll see maybe a different side now with building up from the back, and that he brings a bit more composure to that, and I think he suits the exact way, like I said, that the manager wants. So yeah, I've been really impressed so far.
Bruno says he hasn't changed since he's gotten the armband. Would you like to counter that? Has he changed at all, or he's still leading in the same way?
Nah, he's still the same. I think even last season we looked at him as a captain anyway, alongside H, and he was always dealing with them sort of things. But nah, he's still the same. And yeah, I'm sure he'll keep the same attitude, the way he approaches things, because last season when he was asked to be captain, he did a very good job.
Luke, we spoke to you at the very beginning about how long you've been at the club now, and I guess you've become a leader over time, don't you? And also you seem a bit of a social butterfly. You seem to have relationships with everyone at this club. Do you see it as kind of an important role to make sure everyone is welcome, everyone feels part of a collective unit? Yeah,
of course. I think this club, I've been here for a long time now. It's kind of part of my life. I'm here pretty much every day with the same people. I think it's good to integrate with everyone, including the staff. I think it's important that it's not just us players that are on the pitch. We're a whole squad. The staff are very high towards that. They make sure that we're ready for what we have to do on the pitch, and we have to all feel like a big family. And when we feel like that, we all push together and strive for the same things. And I think that's how I can approach people, by making them feel welcome and loved at this club.
You've been in Manchester a long time now. You haven't quite got a northern accent just yet, but I'm sure Man City winning the treble will have stung you as much as any fan. I guess that gives you that little bit of extra motivation, I guess, if any was needed to kick on next season.
Yeah, 100%. I don't think there should be any more motivation anyway with them winning that or not, but of course it hurt a lot. I think all of us as players, we felt that. Especially for me, seeing them come to the England camp, it was really hard to take, to be honest. And I think, like I said, that there has to be no more motivation than we have anyway. But we can't accept that. We can't let that happen again. And I think we know that. And I think, like I said, it's our time now to start putting a stamp on things, and not letting it always be so easy for them, because in the past it's looked like that, and us as players now, we can't accept that anymore.
Just two more for me. By the time you get back to the UK, it looks like you'll have a new teammate in Rasmus Højlund. I'm not expecting you to give captain verse about him, but what will a new striker bring to the club?
I don't really want to comment too much on that. I think obviously he's not our player yet, so I won't say too much. But I think, of course, we spoke, and I think the manager has, and I think Bruno did the other day, about how important it is for us to get a striker. We know that. Of course, we got Martial and Rashford at the moment, and Sanch who can play there, but an out-and-out striker that is what we need, and we're desperate for one. And I'm very sure that the club know that, the manager knows that, and us players would love one to come to.
And finally, as Simon said, you're the longest serving player at the club. How does Luke Shaw, the man now, look back on Luke Shaw, the boy that joined the club back then?
I don't know, that's a tough question. I think definitely more grown up, more mature, definitely improved as a player. I feel like I'm still a bit young, so I've still got a bit more to give. But I think, for it to be successful, like I said, I think we need to start, and I need to start winning more trophies here. And that's what we have to demand this season is trophies. And for me, that's all that matters right now.